We are Unstable, once again, episode 42, hanging out with you from Dream Studios. Mike Hill hanging out with the beautiful, the talented Claudia Jordan is in the house as always.
CJ!
Oh, what's the key? So is the key? What's the key for?
Uh-oh.
You got the key to somebody's heart? What
would you like to know?
Oh my God! I know you just moved into a new place. What are you giving it away to somebody? What was the key for?
I don't just give it away.
I'm just saying. I see the key. You didn't notice the key? I mean, I noticed
just
things
now
like
seeing
that.
it
You see
myself.
that?
I did not notice.
All right, let's introduce Steve Wilson first.
What's
Steve Wilson over
y'all?
here,
What's
of course.
going on, y'all?
Steve, I think you gained 2 pounds since last week.
I gained like 3 pounds.
3 pounds,
Yeah, 3
maybe
pounds,
an ounce, 2.5 ounces, or
a good
something
3
like that.
pounds,
There you
brother.
go.
A good 3 pounds of muscle, that is.
Oh, all right. My man Jerron down there on the end.
Hey, what's up,
From
peeps?
the OC.
Word.
We call him LL Cool J.
He said
Ladies
word.
love Cool J. They love him on the show.
Yes.
And then we have a very special guest in the house here.
Hoppo, who that be?
CJ, why don't you do the honors?
I brought one of my girls in so we can have some relationship talk later on. This is my girl, Miriam Abdullah.
Hello.
Miriam
Manifesting
Abdullah.
Mary on Instagram, and she is a professional hairstylist in Los Angeles. Really good.
I love
Doing it
your
for a
hair,
long
by the
time.
way.
Abdullah? What you cut with? What's your ethnicity?
Abdullah.
She been stepped on. She
I like that. Mm-hmm.
What you cut
No,
with?
I'm actually black and white, but my dad converted to Islam before I was born.
Assalamu alaikum.
okay.
No, I'm not Muslim anymore.
Oh,
but
okay.
Yeah, it was weird. I was.
Then we're going to get bacon
Yeah.
later after the
So
show.
you like pork? You eat pork now?
I have never had pork.
You've never had pork?
Never.
You have never had
Never
beef.
or beef.
It's a joke there.
No,
We're going to let
really?
it go.
Yeah.
It's a joke there.
No
let
beef,
it go.
no meat. So you haven't had meat in your life?
I mean,
She's had meat.
I've had meat.
No meat.
She can digest. We're talking about. We're not being perfect.
Oh my God.
Yes, it's so happy. I'm happy that you're here today, to be honest with you.
Are you really? Why is that? Why?
Yeah, I'm just saying, you know what? It's just good to have you because I haven't seen you since my birthday
Yeah,
party.
it's been like a year now.
Yeah, it's been almost. She
damn.
remembers. Wow. Yeah.
I mean, I don't remember the exact date. Let's not get crazy.
I'm just saying it was around that time though. Right? It was August 19th.
better tell him, Mary.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, she got to tell me. You know what I'm saying? It's like people remember these type of things.
Oh my God.
Special
Mike.
events.
Mike, you're doing a lot.
What am I doing? I'm just saying, special events is good seeing you though.
It's good seeing you.
Yeah. How have you been?
Great.
Good.
Actually, yeah, great.
Yeah. What have you been up to?
You know, just chilling with Claudia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's always fun. That's always exciting.
It's eventful.
Yeah.
It's-
Are we
Yeah.
doing a show of pitch and woo? What the
No,
fuck
there's
is
no
going
picture.
on?
I'm asking a question. We got a guest in the house.
We've
Oh,
actually
there it
been
is.
really doing a lot together, supporting our friend Melissa Ford. Miriam was the first person to put a post up about Melissa, like really fighting back some of the trolls about how negative they were being.
Yeah.
And so between her and I, we've been kind of like Melissa's like right and left hands actually. Like, really doing a
Yeah.
lot
We've
for
been
her.
doing
That's
a lot
awesome.
for Melissa
That's
since her
good.
accident. So
They're
Well,
really close.
I'm glad she's doing better. So we continue those prayers for Melissa Ford and
Prayers and donations.
donations.
Yes,
Keep them
sir.
coming and keep your negative comments to yourself. We got a lot to talk about here, including, hey, you know what, Claudia, still with your guy, doing your thing, having a good time down in Miami. Pretty soon, I told you in a couple of weeks you might be.
I haven't been down to visit him in Miami.
No, I'm
yet.
just saying, like you haven't been to Miami yet, but
Yeah.
down in Miami, he's
We're
in
seeing-
Miami.
we're
Still,
seeing each other.
Things are going. So, did you feel a certain? Because you went to a wedding last night. You went to see Tank got married.
Tank got married.
To
Tank
a-
and Zena, beautiful wedding.
His
Congratulations,
long-
Tank.
when you go to a wedding, when you go to a marriage, because I saw your post last night, it was just so beautiful, and you just kind of. Does it make you feel a certain way? I understand that women sometimes-
Always. I love going to weddings. I cry at weddings. I've been
Weddings
having
suck,
severe
man.
baby fever lately. Actually, both Miriam and I were talking about today about, yeah.
don't.
Go,
You
say
was talking.
it. What was she talking about, Miriam? What was she talking about?
She's just having baby fever. You know.
Baby fever.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm having baby fever.
You touched the baby, didn't you? You smelled the hair, some bullshit.
Lately, I've been seeing babies. I'm like, oh my God, I'm like so attracted to them.
Yeah.
Not in a R. Kelly kind of way, but like in a,
We'll get
oh my
into that.
God, I want one. I feel,
better
I
get a
feel like
puppy,
I
nigga.
want one. Just one.
So, does it matter what comes first, the marriage or the baby or the marriage?
I mean, at this point, at this time, like I'm older, so I don't really have a lot of time to wait. Like I would, you know, unless I get married in Vegas again, which I don't want to do that. I mean, I would do it if I felt like we were really gonna get married.
So okay, so you wouldn't take sperm donations. Is that what I'm saying? I'm just,
No.
okay, I'm just saying, you know,
No.
to have a baby.
Well, but you don't have to get married because one can slip by the goalie. I mean, if you and your dude getting it in, you ain't gonna plan that shit. That shit don't really happen like that. People kill me when they lie to us. We're gonna plan. We're trying. No, you don't try. You just get that phone call like, oh shit, I gotta get another job.
I haven't had unprotected relations in a long time.
It's coming.
Yeah.
Okay.
It
All right.
happens.
So tell us about the wedding last night. You some old friends were there and you had a good time. And
I did. A lot of people were there. I saw Kelly Rowland. She looks so beautiful.
Nice.
Kelly
Latoya Luckett, she's pregnant. She's so
Nice.
beautiful.
Oh, Destiny Child. Okay.
And it was so great to see those two together. Lorenz Tate, another baby on the way as well. Him and his wife Thomasina.
Okay.
They're just beautiful couple. I met her on a video a long time ago. She's really good people.
Yeah, he a cool dude too. You
I
see
like
anybody
Lorenz
else
Tate.
famous?
He doesn't age either. Like he looks really good. He looks so young and just happy, like
He's
stress
doing-
free.
He's doing his thing on
He
Power
is.
right now too. Would you say,
Yeah.
Steve?
I said, you see other famous people like with like names of animals or some shit like
You
that.
so shady, Steve.
Well, I'm just asking questions. There was a lot of people there. I heard.
There's a lot of people there.
What?
Eddie Murphy was there.
Animal that prowls. What?
Yeah.
Like might be in the forest somewhere.
Brooke Valentine was there.
Brooke
I heard
Val-
Tom Cruise was there. Oh no, I heard.
Oh, you are so
No,
shady,
he's not.
Steve.
I heard.
A lot of people were there.
Oh, yeah.
What I just asked?
Steve, he coming.
Cisco from Love and Hip Hop, New York.
Cisco from Love and Hip Hop.
The light skinned guy that from Love and Hip Hop, New York.
Oh yeah, I don't watch that one.
The one that sing thong 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 thong.
No, the one that was on Love and Hip Hop, New York. He
I
was
don't
in
know
the
who
he was in
that
the
was.
Creep Squad. Him and
Oh, that's Cisco, the
Yeah.
the
He
bald
said he
head
wanted to
dude.
come on the show, actually,
Okay,
and talk
okay, all right,
relationships.
yeah. So we
Yeah.
should have him.
And of course,
and,
Jamie Foxx was there because that's
Stevie J.
a good friend of Tank's. They made a lot of music together.
He was actually in the wedding, right? He
Yeah,
was
yeah.
one
Yeah.
of the groomsmen.
Yeah.
Oh,
Who
Jamie
else?
Foxx. Oh, Jamie Foxx was there. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Steve. Oh, is that what you was trying to get
No,
around? You
I
was
was
talking
just
about somebody
asking, I was
that
just asking. I
old
don't
friends.
know.
You talking
No.
about like somebody
I saw it was
animal
a bunch- it
names
was
and all that.
Tank and
Tank and Jamie Foxx and
Well, I know you said Jamie Foxx. I didn't say nobody.
no, oh no, she mentioned Jamie Foxx,
I know
but you
this
was
dude
kind of
named
alluding
Jeffrey
to Jamie
Bird
Foxx.
that was there. I heard.
Jeffrey Bird. Who's Jeffrey?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Is that what it was? Oh, wow.
A lot of people were there
animal
though.
name.
It was good. It was a good group.
How was the interaction last night
With
with
Timothy Elephant.
I posted pictures of people that I spoke to or spoke to me at the wedding, so it was good. It was nice.
Okay, all right. So Tank and they've been together for a long time, but they took a little bit of a break, right?
Yeah.
So they got 2 kids. You read up on these blogs
Yeah.
and things like that, so you see things where they had a break and then they got back together again. So that's one of my questions, one of the relationship questions we have here. Would you ever? I'm the type of person that I don't moonwalk. Once I'm done, I'm pretty much done. I don't go back to you. But is there someone out there that you would possibly moonwalk back towards and actually get married to?
Yeah, there's one person. I'm not gonna say his name,
But
but
married or not just?
I
not
mean,
just
yeah,
grown,
just
but
somebody that-
married.
yeah, he's the one I thought got away actually.
Wow.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And me and his friend talk a lot, and he's always like, "Man, you supposed to be the one." And he never likes the person, like other people he's with. He's always like,
Wow.
"No, it's supposed to be you, Claudia, CJ. It's supposed to be you." And I'm like, everyone knows that but him. You know what I mean? And it's funny, like when we broke up, like years later, the friend would tell me stuff that I had no idea. Like he told everyone his feelings about me except me.
So how old is he now though?
He's he's like late 30s. early
Okay.
40s.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Oh, yeah, she like
they
the
bad bitches,
young
So,
bad
but let me
bitches,
ask you
yeah.
this: is he in a relationship now?
Yeah.
Oh, then it's over. Then all right.
No, he's.
I mean, but
he's getting married.
But she's in a relationship too. I mean, so
I'm dating.
Dating.
I don't have a
dating.
boyfriend,
Right, she's
although I
dating.
was told I did. But I am dating.
What is it like? Well, I hate when people do that. When people just tell you have a girlfriend, like you're
Well,
dating
no, he
someone.
just said you're mine. He was like,
Oh,
you're mine.
he said. Oh, so
Yeah,
he
most
just claimed
women
you.
do that, though. Most
so
women
he
do that.
He cavemaned your ass. Then.
Yeah.
He
Kind of.
Yo, did you like it? How
Yeah.
does a woman feel like?
I
you know?
like that shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Wow.
So then why don't you just become?
When they know what they want like that, that's sexy. Like all this, and there's a girl I was talking to before, and I gotta make sure I sever it easily. You want to be with me or nah? Like all this other shit that I
Bitch,
would
come
hear.
on.
Like, that's
Right,
whack.
right.
Like I mean,
Yeah,
you
men
know.
hate that though when they claim us like that. I don't like that shit.
No.
You ever have a girl trick you in a relationship?
Always. You know what I'm talking about
Yeah,
too.
you be out at the club and you get introduced. You like, this is my boyfriend. You be like, oh,
Who am I?
shit.
I had a girl, and Steve knows who I'm talking about. I
Give us
was
the
still
initial.
out, huh?
What's the first initial?
No, don't do it, nigga.
Steve, shut up.
I can't. You know what?
You're
I can't
ruining
even,
our
I'm
radio.
trying- I can't even remember who it was.
trying to
I can't
protect
remember.
this nigga.
I can't
Why?
remember her name. That's so
can't
messed up. I
remember
can't
her
remember her
name?
name.
Really,
You know
Mike?
what I'm talking about, though, right?
Do you know who you're talking
No,
about?
I know what I'm talking about, but I can't remember her name. I really can't remember
You
what
want to
her
narrow
What
it
do you
down,
do
Mike?
when that happens?
What month, nigga?
This was when I first got here.
Oh, okay.
So
a long time ago.
Yeah, so
Oh,
when
yeah,
I first
yeah,
got, so you know what I'm talking about.
yeah.
So I
Before
was
you were a
actually
changed man.
before I was a changed
which
man.
was last week.
Exactly. Well, I
And this
changed.
week.
It was about 3 weeks ago when I actually changed.
and this
no,
week.
maybe about
You
2 months.
missed that, right? She
2
said,
months.
and this week.
And this week. I changed about 2 months ago. Anyway, so I was with somebody breaking up, on the verge of breaking up, still living with this person, and then this other person started dating me, but she was going around saying that we were together, and she was actually telling her friends. She says, "My boyfriend got a girlfriend."
Were you having sex with this woman?
She said.
Were you
She
having sex with
said.
this woman?
Huh?
Were you having sex with her?
I was having sex with her.
This this is what's annoying.
What's wrong with that? I mean, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you're together.
Okay,
Man,
so what
they
do
will
you-
have all the benefits of having a woman, right? You're having sex with her. You may or may not be using protection.
I was using protection.
She's probably not
Absolutely.
with anybody else, and you know this. And then you guys get surprised when a woman
Wait,
says,
wait,
"My
wait, wait,
boyfriend."
wait, wait, wait.
Okay,
Let me
thank
take devil's advocate though.
Yeah, thank you,
Because
Miriam.
He doesn't need a devil's advocate,
But you
trust
can
me.
have a sexual relationship with someone and it not be a actual relationship.
I love you.
That's why I said all the other
But-
stuff.
But listen, this
But-
nigga also be telling these girls that, like that. He
But
tell them
what
that
do
he
you
love
do?
them, and then
Okay,
they,
yeah,
no.
you can't
He
be
throw
over
that
here
word
like
around.
cussing
No, there's
and like, yeah, you my boo. You
'Cause
can't be
see,
doing all
nah, I
that.
don't-
There's
I
some
don't-
clear
I don't-
You
boundaries.
see how he
Yes, you
joke
do.
and say that word? See,
Mike,
he's
I
a joke
feel
and
like
throw
you
that
do.
out there. But you say
I
that to
feel
a
like you
woman.
do.
There's no way that you're the kind of guy that's like, I'm just hitting this. You know this. I know you're not like that. You're not like
How
that.
do you know that? You know one person that
I
I've been
know
with.
like 3 people. You
No,
know
you know one person
not
that
true.
you know about the relationship. One person.
Yeah,
God.
he,
See,
that
you
was
make
saying
me look like a
Republican
hater.
that up
No,
about
you
the
make me look like a
relationship.
hater
But I
every
have
week
a
when I try to
question.
when I
Claudia,
call you out.
You're not a hater. Look, I know you know who I am or whatever, but you've seen one relationship I was in where that was really an aberration of who I am. To be
We
quite
have a
honest with you.
question
Well, okay,
here.
go ahead, Miriam.
Okay, so when you get tricked into this relationship,
Yeah.
how do you get out of the fake relationship? How do you break up with the fake
I tell her we ain't
relationship?
together. So when they see that I'm with somebody else, or I'm dealing with somebody else, then it's like
So
they
you
can't
got
get
an
upset.
old girl going around LA talking about this is my boyfriend, and you just like,
No, but she'll tell everybody except me. That's what I'm saying. So when a woman goes around telling somebody that we're together, that's my man, but she hasn't like conferred with me about that type of stuff, I need to know these type of things.
Here's
If we're
the
in a
thing.
relationship, I need
I'm
to
gonna
know
tell you
these
what
type of
happened.
things.
I warned this nigga.
You did?
I told him, I said, dude, if you take this trip, you're in a relationship. All of the shit that you
You on
saying.
a trip with her?
you went on a trip
Nigga.
with her?
That's a trip to San Francisco.
See,
Nigga,
oh,
can't
come
even see me.
on, are you
Listen, but hold on.
So you've never
And told her he loved her.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Hold on, you don't
up,
go
bruh.
there.
No, I didn't. I mean,
didn't tell her you loved
that was. Wait, what you talking about? In the beginning of the relationship?
No, I'm
doesn't-
talking about
beginning?
not when. I'm talking about you told her.
No,
you
I'm
loved
talking
her.
about when she first started saying
had
that
your
we
back.
were together.
No. When she first started telling, I said, Mike.
So if you're gonna
I
tell the
said,
story,
Mike,
get it right.
if you come up here with her, you know you're in a relationship.
But I
Everything-
wasn't telling her I love her then.
No, I'm not talking about that. Okay, but you
Okay,
told her
that's
that.
what later, like 3 or 4 months later, absolutely.
But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the relationship part when you said you didn't know you was in a relationship. I said, dude, you knew she was running around telling people. In the show, when I was on stage and I said, who's in here in love? And I looked and she raised her hand. You were sitting right next to her.
Did I
was
raise
like,
mine?
Kinda. Listen, you did not raise yours, but when you
Okay, I didn't raise her. So she can be by
So,
herself.
but my thing is, you can't act like you was confused when you knew what was going on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You-
Mike.
you-
I'm not.
What I tell you-
I'm not saying that I was confused by it. I'm saying that it's wrong if somebody like
Facts.
Claudia was just talking about.
That's facts.
She likes when a man, like she just said, she's not in a relationship, but this man has just told her we are in a relationship, and she likes that.
Oh, they go together
I'm
now.
saying that's what I'm saying.
He said
I'm
you're
saying-
mine.
He said you're mine. So in his mind, you guys are in a relationship. You're his woman.
That's right.
You're mine.
That's
you
fine.
just sat up here and said you're not in a relationship. So what's the difference between what I said and what you said?
What are you talking about?
What is the difference? I'm saying, what is the difference? If a man is claiming you and he's saying that you're in a relationship, you're saying you're not in a relationship.
But we can be. We just have to have one more.
I
sit
think
down.
what she
Yeah.
said-
What I'm saying
We
is,
just started. I've only hung out with him a couple
okay.
times.
What I'm saying is the
But
But
same
you're
way.
telling this girl I love you, and you guys
I
are
didn't-
together.
but
all
no,
the time.
see,
and
Steve is
sleeping together and doing all that.
Oh, you haven't slept with this guy?
That's neither here
Okay,
nor
so
there.
that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is everything that you've done with this guy, I was doing with this person
You
at that
stayed
particular
trying
time.
to compare.
No, it's not. What's the difference?
You stayed trying.
Y'all kill me.
Listen,
Y'all kill me with
if
the
he's-
double standards.
No, it's not a double standard.
Yeah, it
if
is a
he's
double
serious,
standard.
If he's serious, then I'm with it. I'll say, yeah, we can do. We can be
But
that.
that's you. That's not me. That's not
So
necessarily
why
how
are
I
you trying
go.
to why are you trying to make our shit the same
No,
then?
but I'm saying you're trying to say that what I'm doing is wrong. Where I'm saying that we're not in a relationship. I'm telling people we're not in a relationship. If
You
I
guys are
haven't-
doing relationship things, right?
You've been doing relationship things.
He lives-
You've been doing relationship
hold
things.
on,
You got
Mike.
a guy that flew in just to
Mike.
give you a hug on a private jet.
He lives across the country.
Okay, all right.
So either we make some kind of arrangement, like what we're going to be doing in the future, then I could say, yeah, I'm totally fine with that. I have no problem with that. You are dating a girl that's in your city, you're spending time with, and getting confused as to why she would think
I
you're her
went to
boyfriend.
San Francisco with a person for a weekend. That doesn't necessarily constitute.
told
That's like
her
okay,
you
let's.
loved her.
I did. I told.
Listen,
See,
and they
he's
was-
listen.
they-
So
no, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Okay.
They was dating, right? They was calling them. They had a nickname for them.
But Steve, you
And
see,
they had been dating 3 months before they came to San Francisco because I was in Dallas.
Thank
3
you.
months?
I was in, listen,
That's
I was
your
in Dallas, and when I
woman.
came back, y'all was in a relationship.
No.
And I told y'all, I said, if you come up here, you know
see,
this is
he's giving.
solidified.
But but he's giving bad information.
Okay, well,
you're giving bad information. I'm talking about in the beginning.
In the beginning, I'm not talking about the beginning.
Dude, I'm telling you, I was still living with someone else.
Listen, I'm not talking. Mike, I'm not talking about the beginning.
But that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, then we're gonna talk about the beginning.
Okay, so don't confuse people and say that I was saying I love you 5 months later.
So why were you with this girl if you were living with someone else?
Because me and this other person were breaking up. We were broken up. We were done. We were just kind of like she was about to move out. That was it.
Okay.
That was it. So what I'm saying is like if I don't know I'm in a relationship, you can't basically say that I need to be doing relationship stuff.
So you really didn't know you was in a relationship?
I didn't know I was in a relationship. She's going around claiming me being in a relationship.
But you heard her do that, and then you still went on a trip.
But I told, dude,
I'm just asking.
Dude, you're confusing this month and then 3 months later. Okay, I'm talking about in the beginning. In the beginning, like you just met this guy a couple of months ago, about a month ago, right?
No, it's been a little longer.
Okay, well, I'm saying in the beginning, about 2 weeks after we met, she's saying that we go together. We're together. I'm not together. I'm not with you.
I feel you.
And then 3 months later, we go on a trip. And then if I say I love her, then we're together. That's what I'm saying. If we've already talked about that, but
we
if
all
I
agree.
If I have not had a discussion with you about us being together, then we're not together. That's what I'm saying.
I think we're all on the
talking
same
too long
page.
about this.
I think we're all on the same page.
I think she wasn't negating what you're saying, but what she's saying is that she likes when a guy, it's someone she's interested in, takes that dominance role and goes, "Yeah, you're my girl." Like if you're interested in someone, I'm the same way. Like if I fuck with you and you're like, "Yeah, you're my girl," I'm like, "Oh yeah." What you're saying is completely different, and no one's disagreeing with. What you're saying is like I wasn't trying to move there with her, although you may have been doing very confusing moves. Like going to San Francisco may not have been the best idea, but what she's saying is she enjoys that. What you're saying is you do not.
I'm just saying, well, there's a difference between men and women sometimes. And Claudia's actually dealt with guys that may send mixed signals sometimes, but they don't necessarily want to be in a relationship, but they do relationship stuff because they could be nice guys.
So why do guys do that though?
Because
like, for what?
So we
why don't we
either
just keep it honest with it? Just be like, I just want to be friends and have sex.
Because when we say that, you don't believe it because you think that your stuff is worth 1,000 pounds of gold or whatever. So if you think you do continue to do the things that you're doing, you're going to change our minds. And a lot of times our mind is already made up. So if we tell you something in the beginning, please believe it. Just because we start acting a certain way and treat you like a lady instead of dogging you out, instead of being, that
but treating like a lady and then taking someone on a trip is two different things. Like, you know what I mean? Like you don't like a friendship and a relationship. Like if you're treating someone like a lady, like, oh, let's go grab lunch, and then let's go to San Francisco. Come on, like those are two different things.
So have you ever gone on a trip with somebody that you wasn't in a relationship with?
Oh, of course.
Okay.
But
what's the what I'm saying?
No one's saying there's something wrong with that.
So what's the?
But I didn't. No, I'm not speaking about myself personally. Like
But why am I different though? That's what I'm saying.
No, you're not. No, but what I'm saying is that there's not a clear communication about what's going on. I've had a clear communication about what's going on in the trips I go.
And that's what I'm saying. I've done the same thing.
But if
see, here's the thing. Mike knows that me and him the same nigga, so he know I don't fall for the bullshit. If I wasn't with Carly, I'd be doing the same shit this nigga doing right here.
I'm not exactly like you, bro. I don't put broomsticks in people's ass.
That was 1997.
I don't do things like that. You put remotes.
I was going through some shit.
So don't put us in the same realm. I have not walked in your path.
I might be a little freakier.
I have not walked in your path.
Listen,
I don't have sex and then send the video to my friends, via group text. Okay, I don't do those.
A different dude.
Okay, so we're not the same guy.
I was a different dude back then.
I don't want to sit next to you no more.
Listen, but that's why I say I know bullshit when I see it.
I don't keep the videos.
Carly left me right now. Me and this nigga be out every night running through the city, and he know it.
But listen, here's my question. If you knew that she was going around like he said you were, going around town telling everybody that you guys are in a relationship, why didn't you tell her before the trip, like, hey? I'm
trying to tell you, this is people. Sometimes you can say 1,000,000 times where you stand to a woman and they still won't believe it. They still won't see it because of you're still around. Now I could just go cold turkey and just not call you anymore. I can go cold turkey and just dog you out. I go cold turkey, hit it, and not even text you the next day and say, hey, I had a good time. I could do that, Mike, but then I'd be a dog.
If you really feel that way, if she 2 weeks in was saying that you were her man, right? Is this still on the camera? Oh, okay.
It's still on.
If she was saying 2 weeks in that you're her boyfriend and you didn't like it, but then you continue to date her, and then you got to a point where you invite her on trips, and then you got to a point where you said I love you, then she's gonna think like, yeah, maybe I jumped the gun a little bit, but he's probably on the same page because look, we're here now.
Here's the thing. What you have to understand about this particular person is she joked a lot. a lot. She thought she was a comedian. Okay, she hung around a lot of comedians. She thought she was a comedian. When a woman says my boyfriend's got a girlfriend, I mean, what does that tell you something about that person?
Right. So why were you fucking with her? You should have been like, nah.
I like a joker. It was a joke. Yeah.
But if you
once again, I admit that we've all made mistakes. We've all made mistakes. We've all looked back and like, yeah, why the fuck was I fucking with her?
Oh.
Nothing against. I'm not trying to dog her out just in case she's watching or whatever. I'm not trying to be, she's a good person to somebody else. We just weren't compatible. We weren't for each other.
That's a fact.
That's bottom line. So I'm not trying to bring that up. It's just like we just
she
didn't
know
work out.
y'all don't. You ain't shitting on her, man. She know that.
No, but what I'm saying is, so it's like I made that very clear in the beginning. But sometimes y'all don't want to hear certain things because maybe I'm a good guy. Maybe I got some qualities that you do like, and you feel like, okay, I can convince him otherwise. Just like men do the same thing. I've been in situations before, and Claudia, you know this, where I liked the girl so much, and I felt like this girl didn't want to be in a relationship. You know what I'm talking about. And I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna do everything I can, even though she's saying some things. There are some signs that said otherwise, and it made me stick around. All right, so we go through the same thing. So I'm not saying that you guys
just got boomerang, nigga. That's all.
Yeah. I had a boomerang. That's all that happened.
You got
so
boomerang.
Anyway, so let's not make this all about me. Can we just go on?
I'm sorry, I turned it to Vanessa,
Good
but
Lord.
every time you do that, I'll be like, I normally just back off.
I mean, but Steve,
she attack. I'll be like,
here's the thing: with Steve is always flipping on me when
I don't flip on you. But it's when you bring up that one person and I know the whole story, I'm not gonna let you do that.
But you know but you don't know the whole story. You know one side of the story.
I know your side and her side. There's not no other
so who
side
you
of the
believe
story.
in? So you just gonna believe her side?
I got both of y'all back. I told y'all not to do it from the beginning because me and you the same nigga.
You did tell me not to do it from the beginning.
Because I said why? Because we the same nigga and what?
Anyway, we're not gonna talk about that because nobody knows what we're talking about.
How about another relationship topic?
Let's go.
Do you have one?
Small dicks.
What constitutes a small dick?
What is that?
What constitutes a small dick? Now we talking about flaccid. We talking about hard. What is it?
We're talking about hard.
And what is hard, small in your opinion?
I think an average size dick is okay, right? And that's like, I think like 5 to 6 inches. That's nothing crazy.
Oh, goddamn, you're a drunk. Okay, what are you dealing with somebody that's 5 to 6 and they're hard?
Hey, young lady, call me Godzilla.
No, exactly.
No, like
I'm Megatron.
That's the average
I come in the bedroom
like, no, but anything below that, I feel like.
Hold on, you've dealt with somebody that
white dude
actually
no.
said don't stereotype.
Come
it could
on
be
now.
Asians
I've
too.
never dealt with the white dude.
I'm sorry, that's right. I can't leave out the Asian community. And I heard Mexicans don't be bullshit either. They kind of.
Oh, see.
No. It's just a conversation me and Claudia were having earlier. Like, what do you do if you really like somebody and you guys like get down to it and the person has a abnormally small dick?
How long is his tongue?
Nah, it ain't. That don't.
The tongue ain't?
That can't.
That
can't substitute
really?
the dick. No.
All
about the fingers.
Oh,
the
Jerron.
2-finger twist.
Oh, look at Jerron got a technique. Look at that.
How do you know about this?
They love it. Them motherfuckers don't be bullshitting the OC, huh?
He got the arthritis technique right
So we were talking about this because we were having lunch today, and the girl that I told you was dating that basketball player. Oh, wait, I don't think I said that before. Anyway.
Damn.
You did. You said it. You said it before.
Okay.
Yeah, you said it.
So she came to town, right? And she's like, I said, when are you leaving? She's like, I'm supposed to leave tonight, but if oh boy wants to get together, blah, 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 I might stay.
Oh, is this the same one that said the basketball player wasn't trying to have sex with her?
Yeah, and she tried to give him car head.
And he wasn't.
Right.
Oh, now it makes sense. Okay, go ahead.
So.
Go ahead.
So she hung around today. They met for lunch. And then she hits me up later on FaceTime. And she's like looking mad frustrated. She goes, man, like he basically friend zoned her when she confronted him about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, he might be putting from the rough. No disrespect, though. He might like niggas.
Yeah, that's what we was talking about.
That's
That's what we said.
No disrespect to him, but he might like niggas.
Or he may have a small dick.
Yeah,
we may have a case of a small dick.
Hold on a second.
Even if it's
Well,
small,
Ladies,
It's SDS syndrome.
what is SES?
Small dick syndrome.
SDS. Okay. So you can tell in other ways without him pulling it out. Yeah. So
I've done it before.
How do you tell? What do you do? What's your
I do
test?
it in a safe environment. So we're at dinner or whatever. Because I had to do this recently.
Okay.
I suspected somebody I was talking to had a small dick.
You suspect he had SDS.
Okay, wait.
Hold on.
Time out. How in the fuck do you suspect somebody got small
Yeah.
dick?
What are some of the
things-
signs?
Sometimes they say things they slip.
Like what?
Like,
Well,
how
like-
important is size to you? And you're like,
How important is it?
What did he say?
How important is size to you?
Okay.
Or like
He
we were
said
talking. He was like drunk one night. He's like talking about his sex, but he was like, "You may not like it," and I was like, "I may not like your sex. Like that's not really confident." So we went to dinner, and I had actually asked Melissa before her acting. I said, "What do I do?" She said, "You gotta like get a grip on it, but not get a grip on it." I said, "Okay." So we went to dinner. And
what do you mean get a grip on it?
Get a grip
like
on
just
it.
kind of like
Under the table?
Yeah, so we were at dinner, so I just gently put my hand on his leg, and just to see like
My girl ain't watching. You can do it.
no.
I'm
Like
just playing.
just gently put my hand on his leg to see, just rub the leg so he'll
Just the leg area?
Yeah, just like right in the thigh area.
Come and show me.
Mike, have you ever had a woman do that to you before?
Oh, yeah, the leg area. Yeah, I mean, but like, yeah.
And then it grows down to it.
No, but
Right. Like,
That's the trick. You
But
rub and
you're
see if
trying-
it reach you.
You're trying to see, like, get the dick hard, okay? And then you kind of just do a quick grab, and like you can't, and you can't act on it because you guys aren't gonna have sex or anything. You're at dinner. You're in a.
Can he
public
grab you
place.
back?
No, you can't grab me back.
but I'm saying, if you're going to grab me under the table,
No,
I should be able to.
I'm not going just.
But what if you had
balls in.
crustaceans, Mike? You can't get it in there.
Yeah, the fuck, have some manners.
This ain't Roscoe's. Come on now, you had crustaceans.
I want the
but
rock crab.
You just rub the leg and then you just slightly just glide across it, and I found my answer. He had a small dick.
Women
Like,
got
how can
tricks.
you like? Okay, that's 3 inches right there.
If it's nothing, like if the palm of my hand, and it's like this, that's a problem.
The whole thing.
But here's the thing: what if this guy isn't hard yet?
He was hard.
Oh, he was hard.
He was hard as a rock.
He was hard. That was
No. Sometimes you put your cigarette lighter in your pocket.
Yeah, I have my
It could be
asthma inhaler.
chapstick.
Look, I got my asthma inhaler right here. Come on. See,
I think I know what an asthma inhaler
I'm just saying, I
feels
got my
like.
asthma inhaler. You want to see? I'm saying my asthma inhaler's right here.
Yeah, but the asthma here ain't warm, nigga. If she touching
All
it,
of a sudden, he got wet. My asthma inhaler.
motherfucker got he cold blooded.
It really sucks if you. I one time
It
fell.
sucks,
I
'cause
fell
when
in
you
love
really
with
like
someone like that
somebody,
before.
yeah.
I was in love with someone like that, and I was like, damn it.
And that hurt. Was the
hurts.
sex not good?
Women will put up with bad sex.
We'll put up with bad sex if we love someone.
I put up with bad sex for a long time because someone I really like. Yeah, man.
So I always heard that it's not the size of the ship, but the motion in the ocean and all
That's
that.
what we say to little dick people to make you feel better.
No. I don't do little dicks. I just can't.
I had a
can't-
woman
I
with a
can't.
very huge vagina before.
How does that work?
First of
I
all,
was
you have a
not
huge
turned
vagina?
on by it at all. She had 5 kids.
Oh, yeah.
And I came over the house, right? So we was about to get it in. So we watched the porno. I thought it was gonna be good. We popped a bottle of wine and we came in the room, and no joke, my whole I was I'm a very confident dude, but I was not ready because when my whole hand, I was like, and she grabbed my hand and put it, and I was like, this is not gonna be good.
I know.
oh my
'Cause I'm
god.
like, and the thing is that she just wanted a man to touch her because she was making noise, nigga. I wasn't touching nothing.
The whole fish.
She just wanted somebody to just touch her. That's all.
You took her panties down.
It
You
was
heard
like-
Wait a minute. You did a
it
charity
was like
fuck.
echoes. Hello,
It was
hello.
like the cowbell, just like.
You did a charity
So
fuck.
what happened?
Wow.
Did you have sex?
No,
with her?
we did it, but I
did
know
a
she
charity
acted
fuck.
like she liked it, but she couldn't have.
You
you
had
feel-
your whole waist in there, didn't you?
I didn't touch anything. Not even a joke. Nothing.
Did you not feel anything?
Nothing.
No friction.
But, I mean, how?
What was she acting like?
It
you
felt
were?
like it felt like I was putting it in like
Water?
yeah, basically just warm
Yeah.
water, and you just be like, oh, this is, I know she is, and it was all in my mind. I'm like, and she was making noise. I'm like, you are not having fun. I know you can't be.
Babies will mess up a vagina. I'll tell you that much.
She had 5.
Yeah, they will mess up a vagina. So I mean,
Look like the predator's teeth.
Oh my god.
the predator's
Wow.
teeth.
It was
Wow,
beat
wow.
to hell.
Have you ever done a charity fuck, Claudia? have you ever done a pity fuck?
What do you mean,
fuck.
like a pity? Like
Like I feel like that's a pity fuck. Like I feel like you just felt bad for old girl. Like you
No.
were like, I'm
I
here.
needed it, but it wasn't.
What? How would you give somebody a pity fuck? What would you? What would
I
they have?
haven't. I mean,
like,
I
would
just
they
thought
cry
of
if
it.
they started
No,
crying or something
not
like that?
Not like
Okay,
that. Like I just feel like that's a charity fuck. Like he was like, I'm here. Let me just fuck her. Whatever.
No. I still needed it.
no.
though.
Oh, okay.
I still
Okay.
wanted it. I just knew it wasn't gonna be good for her. My self-esteem was fucked up because I was like, she can't like this.
Oh, so you enjoy yourself?
No, I didn't enjoy it because I was in my head like she can't be enjoying
you should have
this.
told her to cross her legs real hard.
No. Why you joking? She closed her legs up right, so we could get friction.
Oh,
She
wow.
closed her legs and I opened my legs around and I was just like,
Wow.
Was she big?
Wow.
no, she was really small.
Really?
Wow. Well, just stay away from the kids, man. You speaking of
R.
that-
Kelly.
Yeah, the R. Kelly. You see,
They saying we shouldn't have babies.
yeah, 19, huh?
You're saying we shouldn't have
Yeah,
babies.
well,
to
no,
maintain
have
the
babies. You know,
Taunt vagina.
You get a C-section so you can keep the
I
vagina in
saw you
check.
back up afterwards, don't they? Like
I want a C-section if I have one.
Do you?
Yeah, I've been one. I don't
Well,
want
they got the technology now where you don't even really see it. So.
No, well, you can have a vaginal birth and still get the regeneration. You can still go down there and get
I
that.
don't want to do
get
that.
that.
I just
tightened
don't
up.
want to push a baby out. Like shoulders and elbows and like
how
just
you birth a
forearms
baby.
and
Yeah.
I know,
Mike,
but
were you in
no,
the delivery
C-section.
room?
I was for both my kids.
I was in the delivery room for my ex-daughter, and it was horrible to see.
for his ex-daughter. Yeah, Miriam. Yeah,
What?
we've been through this a million times. Yeah, he had a kid for 9 months that he thought was his. So
You pay
I
child
was
support.
there.
and
Paid
It
child
was like psych, not your
Yeah.
baby.
Oh my God, that's so not funny, but I'm
and
laughing.
then she got
That's-
petty, and then finally
Yeah.
told him after 9 months that because
you know,
he
but I
was
was
going to
trying-
marry
At
her.
least
I
it was
was-
9 months and not 18
But listen,
years.
I was
Okay.
trifling too because this is when I was really,
Did
really
you ask
trifling.
for the money back?
I did, but the judge was like, hell no.
Yeah.
So I was trifling like, because we wasn't dating. She was just my baby mama. So the doctor was fine. So, I was out in the house.
Yes, he did.
I was in the lounge. She said, you disgust me. I was like, just so you know, we ain't really together. I said, I'm just stepping up to the plate because I got her pregnant, but you kind of fine. She said, you disgust me. And walked away.
The woman that was delivering what he thought was going to be his child.
So what was
he
that-
tried to
what was
holler
that
at.
feeling?
I was
like-
27. What was that feeling
When
that
you
it wasn't
found
my
out the baby wasn't yours, like, did you have a connection to the baby, or did you know,
Of
like,
course,
shit, something's
of course.
wrong?
I mean, I thought it was my daughter, and I found out on the worst day of my life that it wasn't my daughter. Like my uncle Skip had just got murdered.
Oh my God.
And then we was on the phone arguing. I was like, whatever, bitch, I'm gonna put the white man on you. And then the line beeped, and I clicked over, and they was like, yo, Uncle Skip just got murdered. So I had to call her back and say, I'm gonna handle this later. So.
Oh man, I'm sorry.
But yeah,
That's
but
awful.
When it rains, it pours.
sometimes.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I got sympathy booty out of it. So.
Well, there's that.
There is that.
Let's do some hot topics and get back to some relationship stuff at the end. We
That's
can
what I was talking about, the R. Kelly thing, because
Yeah,
he came out with this. First of all, who's got 19 minutes to listen to one song?
I can't. It's too long.
Did you listen to the whole song for
listened
19
to 5
minutes?
minutes.
Where I said 19. Damn,
Ain't
you
nobody
said-
in the world gonna do that.
Okay, I just asked the question. Who has 19 minutes? Of, like
I do. I got 19 minutes. I just didn't do it.
Oh, okay. Well, he
answered
had
the question, huh?
it's a song called "I Admit," where he's admitting a lot of different things. Where he admits he can't read. He admits that he was molested as a child.
By a man?
It didn't say. He said he also admitted that he screwed his best friend's girlfriend, and he kind of admitted to the whole pedophilia.
Not kind of. He did.
Yeah, kind of.
What did he say exactly?
I don't know exactly what he said, but he kind
admitted
of
it,
alluded to it.
Yeah, he alluded to it. Like,
basically,
I'm a
how dare you
man.
judge me? No matter how old somebody is, whatever, young or
still a
old,
man.
I'm still a man, and all
Yeah, he
that
said
stuff.
that,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So,
Wow.
yeah,
Hoppo, that nigga nasty. Really bad.
yeah.
Yeah.
So people that still support R. Kelly,
How?
what do you think about that?
How?
Because I see people like rocking with him, still like, well, he makes good music. Okay, and I can separate the music from the man. Is it? Do you think you should separate the music from the craft?
Did you hear
from the
Chocolate
person?
Factory? I'm just saying. After he peed on that girl, that was a great album.
It does make
Yeah.
him rise to the occasion.
Oh, wow. Here's the thing, though. I mean, like, so we select the people that we want to support, right? So when I'm not trying to bring, because I know a lot of Michael Jackson fans out there, but when Michael Jackson was having these allegations brought against him by all these children, people still, people are going to get pissed at me just because I brought Michael Jackson up.
Don't bring Michael into this.
That's what I'm saying.
R.
So
Kelly
it's like,
produced a song for him too.
and I know, and what we did, the difference between R. Kelly and Michael Jackson is, once again, we was talking about, there's a tape. We saw the tape. If we wouldn't have seen this tape, we would have just been a lot of allegations being made about R. Kelly. Now, I'm not saying you should support him, because I won't support him, because I have 2 daughters and I'd fucking kill somebody they did what R. Kelly allegedly did to these girls or whatever. But why is there a difference? I mean, well, look, you know what? He hasn't been, prosecuted. I'm saying, look, I'm not getting sued. What I'm saying is, I'm not getting sued. But I'm saying it's like, why do we pick and choose who we support when it comes to these artists, and when their crimes are just similar?
That's human nature. Just like Democrats and Republicans, when a Democrat does something that we don't really rock with, but we rock with him, we're like, oh, well, And the Republicans, same thing. It's like that's human nature. People do, like, if they like the person, they kind of like put a little slant on it. They kind of excuse some of the behavior.
Woody Allen had a movie come out last year. People would go see it, and he married his daughter.
Oh, well, what would you say, Jerron?
Now I'm trying to figure out what Steve's talking about R. Kelly admitting. Like, because I'm pulling up the lyrics right now. It says, like, her father dropped her off to the show, and I admit she was overage. I admit I was filling her, and admit she was filling me.
See, that's why we have to do our research.
No. Keep reading. You read it all.
Oh.
Can't just stop, nigga.
I admit that's just some shit.
There's more. It's a 19-minute song.
It's like you went through 19 minutes of a song. Damn, you a speed reader? Damn.
Who you, Barry Allen, motherfucker?
So how do we feel? I think that's a deeper conversation here. And how do we feel
I
about?
think it's disgusting.
But how do we feel about
Barry
like
Allen's the Flash.
some of our favorites when they do despicable things? Do we
Hold them
boycott
accountable.
them? Do we boycott them, or do we continue to like? Well, I like the music, but I don't like the man.
No, absolutely not. No.
I can't
I
support your
can't
art.
separate.
Yeah.
I can't fuck with that.
Yeah.
If I don't like what you do in real life, I'm not going to support you as an artist. I'm not going to be like, oh, I like your music, but it's okay, you're a pedophile.
Mm-hmm.
No.
I don't have daughters,
Where's your
but
integrity?
shit, you do, and that's my family too. So fuck him. I'm sorry.
But there are
Allegedly.
times there have been times where somebody's done something years ago and they've been
Woody
had
Allen.
a redemption story.
Woody
Allen.
Allen.
We're talking about 20 years ago, Mike Tyson was one of the most hated men in America because of what happened, because of the rape trial and going to jail or whatever.
Facts.
Mike Tyson is one of the most beloved men in America right now.
Not by me.
I know, I understand what you're saying, but there are a lot of people that have forgotten what he went to jail for.
Time heals all wounds.
Just a refresher, you guys. He did rape an 18-year-old girl. He did rape an 18-year-old girl and did some permanent damage to her. So just so y'all know.
But what I'm saying, so you feel that way, but there are a lot of people that will look at somebody and, Chris Brown, even though what he did it at 18 years old, there are a lot of people that will forgive him, that will go to his concert because he can dance, because he can sing or whatever.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of people that will never forget about that. Ray Lewis, what he did, the who I'm talking about, linebacker for the Ravens, when he was at the Super Bowl that year,
The
and he had
murder?
gone to murder
yeah,
trial
yeah.
or whatever. There are
Yeah.
people who still won't forgive him for that, but he's beloved by people in the
Right.
football community.
Right.
So sometimes it's just a matter of time before you're able to get past a certain obstacle in your life or something that you've gone through in your life. But for R. Kelly, because of things that continue to happen over the years, because that happened back in 2000 when that tape first came out.
That was 2000?
That was in 2000 when that tape first came out. Early 2000 when it first came out.
See, this is why people continue to do the fuck shit. This is why they continue to rape people, mess with little girls, mess with little boys, take money, murder people. Because as long as you're talented, there will be a segment of the population that will continue to support. So it doesn't really hurt them. They're not hurting their pockets. When you start hurting these people's pockets, then maybe they'll change their behavior.
That's a
There's no
fact.
motivation to change their behavior if there's still going to be a segment of the population that rocks with that. You can go on the website, online, and type in the most depraved, sick, disgusting thing you can think of. And there will be a chat room and there will be fans of that thing.
Somebody to support. Look at the man that's in charge of your country right now. That's what I'm saying.
How about that? Yeah.
The man is in charge
That's
of the
the
country. Right?
biggest
He knows
example.
he's got a base.
There's always going to be people who support stuff that is, in my mind, crazy. But I think we have to stop and think and be like, mm-mm. Like you can't excuse that. You can't go, 10 years passed or 20 years passed. It's okay that he raped somebody or it's okay this happened. I don't think that's okay.
No, I mean,
Because the victim still deals with the pain of that rape.
But I think people, again, like you said, they choose and pick what they want to support based on personal, experience or whatever they want to do. People definitely are going to support what they want to support. You can't tell people what to do, but I think it's bullshit.
People don't care about each other if they're not in their circle.
Yeah.
So if you start
If it
thinking
doesn't
about the
affect
thing
them
like
directly.
it's someone else's daughter, it's not your daughter, right? But if it happened to my daughter, I'll kill them, right?
Right.
So put that same energy towards like, okay, yeah, he raped that girl, it wasn't my daughter, but try to think about it like if it was. And I think people will start looking at things a little bit differently. Like I try to put myself in other people's shoes all the time, and it hurts sometimes, but it makes it more real because there is a parent out there. It may not be your, it's not you,
Right.
but there's a parent that's dealing with that real situation.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
what I like about this show is that we like to flip things and we like to become really personal and let people know what's going on in our lives. So I'm gonna take this song title, I Admit, and we've been very vocal and transparent about our own lives, whatever. He's admitting a lot of stuff. So if there's anything in your life, what's the most public or most personal thing that you've ever admitted publicly? And I think it's one of the things that you talk about often on the show.
I talk about I got raped. I've had domestic violence against me. A lot of stuff with my family.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's you being a victim. What about something that you would admit that you've done wrong yourself, that you brought to yourself, or that you've harmed somebody else? Have you ever admitted that you've done something wrong to someone else that was so disgusting to Val? Have you ever done that? And we all have sins. We've all
Come back to me. Let me think
Okay.
about this for a second so I'll give you a real answer.
Like, I'll admit, I'll start off that, back in my days, of course, I was not the best husband in the world. All right. So that's in the book. All right. I'll also admit that there is a part of my book where I almost got caught up when I was in high school, where I could have been one of these guys. I could have been like a Mike Tyson, even though I wasn't going to rape anybody, but I was in a situation where I was with a person, and this is in my book, so I'm not giving anything away. I was with a person. I was breaking up with this girl. She wanted to stay with me. I didn't want to be with her anymore. Had one last chance, did it, walked out the room, saw my best friend, said, if you want, you can go. You know what I mean? That was dumb. That was the stupidest shit I've ever done in my life, because what would have happened if my friend wouldn't have had the sense to say, nah, I'm not going to do that? What if he would have walked in that room, he would have done something to that girl, she would have said no.
Was she drunk or something?
No, she wasn't drunk. She just wanted to get back with me.
Oh.
And she probably would have done anything I wanted her to do.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
it.
you know, so I'm going out because I'm like stupid. I'm 16 years old. That's the dumbest shit I've ever done in my life.
Wow.
You know, so, but when I was writing my book and I was thinking about that moment, I'm like, damn, like, what if that would have turned out differently? And ironically, the guy I walked out to, this guy fucked up his life like 3 years later. Went to jail for 37 years for armed robbery. You know what I mean? So he didn't make the proper decisions, but at that particular time, he made the proper decision that possibly saved both of our lives. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
Steve?
Well, actually, I really didn't do it, but I went to go murder somebody.
Okay.
And
Shit.
we just
It's like a dark turn.
we just. I said I didn't do it.
Okay, OJ, if I did it.
And we was driving around in the car, and I had the gun in the glove compartment, and I had 2 of his addresses where he was on the dashboard, and we knew where he was, and we was just driving around looking for him. And I was drinking vodka, and about 2-3 in the morning, something just hit me like, man, you can't do this.
This is in Buffalo?
Yeah.
What did he do?
He murdered my uncle.
Oh, so oh wow.
This is the night that I snapped when Christina told me it wasn't my baby. And then I had to go be strong for my whole family because it was all women. And then after I got everybody together, and I just went out, and when the cops told us they knew who did it and where he was, and they was waiting to arrest him, I was like, no, y'all ain't got to worry. I ain't got.
You was about to get that street justice?
Because listen, I'll tell you this right now, and anybody that knows this is true. So when I tell you don't fuck with the cops, don't fuck with them, because I'm a blue blood. I come from family of, my uncle was murdered. He was the first cop in 27 years to be killed in the line of duty. So you don't fuck with the cops because they had us all in a room, right? So it was the mayor, the governor, internal affairs, and everybody was in there. And they said, this is a safe space. And motherfuckers are standing up, saying straight up, he ain't gonna live. And ain't nobody gonna do nothing. They was like, and I'll cover for him.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
So me and his old partner got the heat, and we went out looking for him, and I had the full backing.
So when you heard that voice, what did you say? Did you tell his partner like I can't? So you did the dope boy, let me out.
I said, let me out.
Dope boy, let me out.
Don't let me out.
He did the boys in the hood.
Yeah.
You did
I said,
Trey.
don't let me out. No, because he was kind of, he was starting to sober up too. So it was like we had drove around, and another car was like, yo, we don't know where he at. And then I started thinking, I started to sober up, and I was like, I can't do this. I mean, because I was really gonna do it. I was like, I see this motherfucker. If he run, I can run up on the sidewalk and run him over first. We had a whole plan, like, and I started thinking about it. I can't do this.
You ever shot at somebody?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, thank you for that, Steve.
Okay.
I said I
Miriam?
didn't do it.
Okay. No. I have an almost one too. Miriam?
That's what I'm saying. So I ain't the only motherfucker that's dead.
No, you're not. Miriam, anything you want to admit that you've done?
No.
Damn.
But she's young. She hasn't had, too much heartbreak.
I haven't lived
exactly.
enough life to
Yeah.
almost want to kill somebody.
Exactly.
Nothing like that.
And your statute of limitation is still you so young.
Yeah,
man.
Ours
hit
is in
me
the past.
hit me
Yeah.
in like 10 years.
J. Ron, what'd you do?
What's up?
When I was at Starbucks, and I was tired of this shit.
This pecker would cut me in line.
No, it's nothing really. I mean, as bad as trying to kill somebody. But when I
I
was
didn't do it.
when I was
Wait,
working,
it's okay.
You said
Okay.
thinking about it.
well, I went to Nordstrom's and I found this.
I hate him.
No, I'm serious though. Like I found like this bottle of cologne that I wanted, and it was kind of expensive. So like I switched the price tags to something cheaper.
Everybody play tag. You switch the tag. Everybody.
Yeah, I switched the tags.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
thought
not,
he did
it's,
some
not, it's not
research.
bad.
That's hilarious.
There it is.
I've never done that. That's great to know though.
Yeah, you don't pay attention at all. So
Well, you
can
can't
switch
do
the
that.
tags
You
and
gotta
get
be-
a lot cheaper. Yeah.
That's funny.
Wow.
Man, this TV ain't no $5. I was like, shit.
It
It's
says
on
it
sale
the
today.
tag.
That's what it said. Go ahead, Claudia.
It was an almost thing, but I was very, very close. So this guy I was seeing who I thought was everything and, in love, all that kind of stuff. He said all the stuff. He just did something extreme, like probably the most foul thing you could ever do. And
He spit on you or some stupid shit?
no, a million times worse. And
Damn.
it was long distance. And I was going to Nancy Kerrigan, his kneecaps.
Ooh.
So I called my cousin who lived in the same city, and I said, yo, I need you to meet me at the airport and have a baseball bat in the back seat. We about to go to this motherfucker's practice, and I'm fucking him up.
So he was a player.
No, he wasn't a player.
You said his practice?
He didn't play football or nothing like that, but
Oh.
he was an athlete.
Was a cheerleader?
And
You said his practice. So he's gonna ruin his career.
I had snapped. I definitely had snapped.
Yeah, it's easy to.
I snapped, and I was like, I reserved a flight, and I was ready to go.
What saved you?
My cousin was like, CJ, you sure? And I'm like, I'm fucking sure. Like, I told him what he did, and he was like, yeah, that's really, really, really bad. And I was just like, I have no choice. Like, I have to do this. I have to fuck him up. Like, you hurt me like this severely, this deeply. You got to be taken out. And I don't know. Like, I think it was like right before I was gonna go. Something, I don't know what made me not do it, but I ended up not going. And for a while, I didn't feel good about that. Like, I felt like I still should have went.
You're very compassionate. Because I never thought about it. I could have broke that nigga's knees. Why was I gonna kill him?
Yeah, well, I figured I'll let him live. I want him to live and still see me prosper eventually. But then at the time, like, I just was emotional. I was going through. I was super depressed. It was like he hit me when I was down. You know what I mean? And I'll tell y'all off the air what happened.
Claudia, here's the thing. I wrote a book. You should be writing your book.
Yeah,
And
no,
your stories, the things that I know about you and the things that you've shared on air are things that people should be able to read about at any time.
Mm-hmm.
You need to
People
write a book.
already said they'd read our books. They
Yeah,
already said it.
exactly. You
Yeah,
got
I'm
celebrity,
going-
you got a platform.
I'm going to.
People are interested.
And when I do tell the story, I will say who it is. And he deserves it. It was really, really rotten, like really low. Like, I was already coming out of something, like after the marriage situation happened. Like a year later, that's how long it took me to date someone else. And I did. And I thought he was like, you know, when you come out of something really bad and you meet someone that seems amazing, it seems like almost like they're saving you almost. Like, you know, like, oh, it didn't work out with this person because this is what I was supposed to be blessed with. And it seemed amazing for a while. But then he did some like super, I'll tell you off air and you'd be like, God damn.
Oh, wow.
Nigga, I can't wait
And-
now. Shit.
Yeah.
I can't wait to find out off air about that and that key on around your. I
It's
got
that
it.
the key says love.
Who gave it to you?
I bought it.
Because she
I wanted-
loves herself.
I was wearing Oh Boy's chain recently, but not like that.
So did you buy that key, the love key, because of him? Is it
No,
something
I didn't even
that's-
know it said love when I bought it. So basically, my neighbor had this party. It's like this business was started called the Giving Keys, and there was a homeless lady that was like getting something engraved on a key or something like that, like a saying. And this woman saw her and she wanted to start a business with her. She got her and her husband off the streets. And basically they get keys and they engrave inspirational things on it. So you're supposed to wear it until you get that thing. Like it'll say faith, love, whatever.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
and then you take it when I'm like
So
when
Steve,
I'm
you want to say job? There you go.
so,
The hell yeah.
me too. And when you get that, you're supposed to pass it on to the next person. So these keys right here, there's like 7 keys. Well, one of them fell off. Shout out to the homeless person that made it. Try again. But anyways, so they employ homeless people as well.
Okay.
So, you know, that's a cause that, you know, and Steve definitely, we all kind of like support that. So it was like a company that they had. I bought like 3 pieces, so just
That's
to support.
nice.
But
I like that.
I like the name. So go to thegivingkey.com. They have like all these like great little things. Faith. It says faith and love and all kinds of things.
I'm gonna pass on my key that said love now, since I don't.
You
need
have
that
love
anymore.
now?
I got love.
That's a beautiful thing.
Who are you in love with?
I didn't say in love. There's a difference between
do you
being
love?
in love. I love somebody.
They live in LA or out of town?
They live out of town.
Yeah. Yeah. What city?
I love she lives in Maryland.
What city?
In Maryland.
What city, Mike?
Rockville.
Rockville?
Rockville,
No,
Maryland.
but where's this love, that person that you love?
Rockville.
What city?
She lives in Rockville, Maryland.
Rockville.
She's the problem is, you know, like it's not a problem. She's she's only 17.
No,
She
you're not
should be
talking about
16.
that. You're talking about a woman.
I'm talking about my daughters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nigga, I'm sitting there like,
What? What? What, Claudia?
I've been seeing what you've been doing in social media.
What have I been doing on social media?
Yeah, okay.
What do you think?
Chill. Anyways,
Oh, you're funny.
I seen the hashtag.
Is that right?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, what do you think?
I was gonna make a phone call about
Really?
that. Ask, inquire.
They've been asking.
Do you have any more hot topics?
Waiting. Yeah, I got one more. Like, so because we got all these inside jokes things going. It'll be disclosed soon enough. Anyway,
Are y'all dating now?
Say what?
Y'all dating
I
now?
thought we were changing subjects.
Well, yeah, we're gonna change subjects.
But are y'all dating?
Speaking of people,
one more thing, right quick.
Okay.
I
Are
want
y'all
to shout
dating?
out to Trader Joe's. They got
Yeah.
I wanted the manager at Trader Joe's was murdered by a senseless violence, and it's the person I used to talk to every Tuesday night when I do the food pickups.
You got to
Oh.
mention which Trader Joe's.
The Trader Joe's in Silver Lake in Los Angeles. There was a shooting. A guy came in. He killed his grandmother, and then he came in
shot
there
her.
and he shot her. She didn't die.
I don't think she died. No, she didn't die. But the store manager.
Yeah, but then the store manager died. So
This nigga could not be in the news. You be sued every week for your information.
Oh, and actually, what we really need to talk about before we get off is Nia Wilson, the beautiful black girl that was murdered at the bar station.
at the bar station in
Yeah.
Oakland.
We talked about it a little bit,
suspected white
right?
Yeah.
We talked about it a little bit at the top of the show.
That was before the cameras started.
Oh, so the suspected white supremacists approached her and her sister, slashed her throat.
Yeah.
The sister's in critical condition. I think she's still alive.
Right.
Yeah.
And they have pictures of. I think they have them in custody.
He got one
now.
of those three names. What is it? Something.
John Lee Cowell.
And Nia was
that his
actually
name?
helping
John Lee
somebody
Cowell.
with a baby carriage at the time. So she was being, just a
Just
beautiful
distracted,
black
this
woman.
asshole.
Yeah, just a random act of cowardice once again.
And again, crickets from the president. There's no mention of this by him. And all this talk about terrorists and build a wall and all this stuff. I've never felt threatened or in danger by so-called terrorists, but I've absolutely felt threatened or endangered by these white domestic homegrown terrorists that are in these streets that we pass every single day.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I was at the bank at the ATM a couple 2 weeks ago, and an old white Trump supporter fat dude was like, as soon as I pulled in, he starts beeping his horn, cussing at me. Like they just threw civility has just gone out the window, and they're very emboldened, and it's like they want smoke.
Right.
What about
And-
out in Florida now? Stand your ground. They just killed a black dude
Yeah.
defending his girlfriend.
Right.
She parked in a handicapped
In the
space.
front,
Some white
yeah.
guy had a problem with it. He went and defended her. He pushed the white guy on the ground. The guy pulled out a gun and shot guy in the chest. And the cops are saying, well, it was an aggressive push that he made.
Fucking
So
unreal.
I pushed someone,
Yeah.
and
It's worth
that's
taking your
justification to
life.
kill me.
Shoot me, yeah.
Yeah, why is the stand your ground a law
Florida's
for
the
some
most
and not
fucked up
others?
state.
Well, it only works for white people.
Black
It only works
people
for
do
white
not
people.
spend money in Florida. Fuck Disney World, fuck Miami, fuck Tampa. Until they stop killing black people, don't spend another fucking penny in that town in that state.
We got
And all
to
you-
Change that law.
Miami. We
Fuck Miami.
I like Miami.
Okay, yeah.
And all you gangbangers
Unlock
out here
Cubans.
that are shooting each other, the red and the blue over colors, all this stuff, y'all, if y'all don't see what's going on now, and if now is not a time to be unified and knock this bullshit out, the fact that you're shooting brothers that look just like you, that share the same color as you probably have relatives in common, but that people like this little bitch ass cracker walking around, George Zimmerman is bold. He gives zero fucks about you. Like, if you're gonna take an L, take an L like defending your community. Take an L for like
Exactly.
something noble. And I'm not encouraging people to go kill people,
Right.
but I'm so disgusted when I see like, us killing each other. But yeah, you have these bold motherfuckers like you want no smoke with them, right? But you're gonna shoot your cousin, your brother, people you see in your communities.
Facts.
It's very heartbreaking.
Well, that's what they want you to do. Hey, love your brother. Not like 50 Cent and Floyd love each other.
What do y'all think about that?
Oh my gosh, they've been going in on each other. 50's been going in on Floyd for a long time. Floyd clapped back hard.
Do you think he wrote that?
It's funny. Now, look,
It just sounds like how a girl would write.
Oh, no,
no
but
shade to him, but
they said it wasn't enough misspellings. They
Oh,
said,
wow.
That's so fucked up.
No, I didn't
think-
say it Floyd, but they said it wasn't enough misspellings.
I think
for
the
Floyd.
style of how it was written was like how a chick would go off, and that's not. But I still think like he gave that information.
He
I mean,
may have
like,
he dictated the information. He
definitely-
might not have typed it. I don't think any man's gonna type
Yeah,
that
that's
much.
long.
That's a long
But
message.
yo, he killed him with that.
He
I was like,
called him a snitch.
Jesus Christ.
Claims that 50's got herpes. Talked about his career, how it's stalled. Talked about his finances and told him not to ask to borrow any money anymore. That was the first post. And then he put out another one today with a picture of 50 when he lost all that weight when he did that cancer movie
That
or whatever.
movie,
Yeah, there it is on the screen right there. A bunch of rats. Asked him how many rats is in this picture and said if you put out like your best lines or whatever, he'll give you the top 8 or 9. He'll give $1,000 to the top 9 lines about 50 cents and post them on his page.
He also posted a picture of his watch, his $18 million watch, and then posted 50 cents and said his net worth is $20 million. He goes, I shouldn't be fighting with you. You should be fighting my watch.
Oh shit!
Damn.
I was like, damn.
Damn.
But like, who?
Dang.
Who starts the shit?
No, but here's the thing.
Who started it?
Is really insulting a motherfucker that got 20 million is really an insult? Come on.
But I mean, but you know, here's the thing: when you got 20 million, but you've been coming after Floyd talking about his money issues, or even bringing you don't bring up anybody else's paper.
Facts.
You know what I mean? If you know that this man is worth 10, 20 times your net worth.
I don't like the casualties of this fight, like Daphne, like 50's baby mama getting dragged in, because she's a really nice lady. And she's a beautiful girl.
She is nice. I met her before.
I just think it's just like, I don't like but I do. Did it start with like 50's baby mama?
Yeah, well, 50 brought in Floyd's Medina. He brought up Medina.
Yeah, he started it. Yeah, he
Bad
did.
Medina.
Yeah, Bad Medina. He
So
brought
who
her up.
started it? Who started this shit?
50, you know how 50 goes off on somebody. If he falls out with somebody, he's going to bring it up on the internet. That's what he does. And that's what Floyd was talking about, is that his career has been relevant because what he's been doing over the last couple of years is not putting out hits, but basically just trolling people on the internet. So I mean, the thing is, like, have you ever had a fallout? And you got a lot of friends or whatever, but would you ever get that personal? If somebody came after you on Instagram, would you clap back like that?
No, and I've had people do it to me.
Oh, really?
I used to rock with this girl, and like, you know, we shared a lot of information, but like, she's not a celebrity. No one really cares about her shit. And when we like had a falling out, it's true. No, it sounds really mean, but that's just how our society is. Like, if I said, Jane had a train ran on and smoked crack in the 80s, you wouldn't care. Like, who was that? But if I said, you know, someone you recognize the name. But yeah, when we fell out and it was over something so stupid, this girl went so hard where I was like, so basically anything I ever told you, like I tell my friends, we fall out, you can talk about the thing we fell out about. Like, feel free to say that. But when you go back to like when things were good and stuff that you told me in confidence when we were like real cool, you're a fucked up individual. That's really fun. I think that's
Did
really
she do that on the internet? Did she come after you on social media?
Social media, fed stuff to blogs, and then people were coming to me like, oh, she was asking me to put stuff in, like other publicists would come to me and tell me that. And I was like, was I that bad of a friend to you when I was paying your bills?
Right. And then that's whack though too, because if you were friends with me for a period of time and then you want to go and say all this shit about me, that says a lot about you too, because you were fucking with me for a period of time.
You were fucking with me.
And then now now you want to go out there and put all this stuff on social media about me to make yourself look bad and make me unappealing. Like, that's just whack. What you share with people that it's intimate in a friendship, just leave it alone. If you don't fuck with somebody anymore, just move on.
Just say I don't rock with her.
I don't mess with you. Like, and you don't even get into details of what happened. Like, I think that's like, there's so many other things in life to worry about.
And that would make someone that has something more to lose, like, not want to rock with someone. Like
you can't fuck with people. You can't fuck with people who have shit to lose. I'm sorry. Like, you have to fuck with people on your level, because when you don't, they do shit like that.
It's a lot of bitter, vindictive people out there, and that's the way they can get back at you, because they can't, or they don't want to fight you.
And if they're friends with a celebrity, they can always hold it over you. I'll go to the blogs. And I'm like, that's really whack. And then you get mad when a celebrity doesn't want to like give you time of day because they may feel like you are a potential risk. You know what I mean?
Does that make you a little bit more tight when it comes to your circle and who you let in your circle because of things like that?
Yeah, because like that was someone I really trusted. You know what I mean? And I did a lot for I cared about, actually. You know what I mean? And now my circle is so... Listen, I hang out with Annie, Cecily, Miriam, Melissa sometimes, and that's about it in LA. I got my friends in Rhode Island, Atlanta, but it's a very, very, I can name my friends on one hand that I roll with like that. I talk to my girl Aisha in Miami like every day, and that's about it. Like, I can name my friends that I talk to. Like, no one's getting like this inside information. Like, you know about dude, like we know stuff like that.
But the older you get, you got to keep your circle smaller, CJ. You know that, baby.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Ben, I found that out the hard way, and I'm so trusting. Like, I'll tell you everything. I'll help you out. I'll do for you. And then you'd be like, God damn.
But honestly, have you ever been tempted? I mean, somebody did you so wrong, and they could have been a celebrity or somebody else. Yeah. I mean, Steve, honestly, have you been like... Sometimes I found myself writing a tweet or something on Instagram, and then I'm like, and then you just delete it. You about a job or something like that.
Yeah, all day.
If someone comes to me, then I'm gonna give them that same smoke. Like, when I did our radio show, like I heard I was getting slandered, and I did say something about someone who couldn't grow eyebrows and stuff like that, and whatever hairlines. But it wasn't anything personal. It wasn't anything that you like. It wasn't like it wasn't like I like
it wasn't personal.
I'm not gonna talk about like if you have a low sperm count or like, alternative.
What are you talking about?
But I'll say, if someone comes to me, I'll usually do some surface shade. You know what I mean? Like some surface
the things that you know that they know, but the public.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about the stuff that when things were good, you confide in me.
Anytime you say something about a Gucci store to me, then you kind of do that to me. Like,
you guys put that on Snapchat.
No, she put it on Snapchat.
Well, you were in the pictures.
Well,
you knew she was filming.
Boom, boom, ba-doom.
It's okay. It was good.
What's the most ridiculous thing you've read about yourself?
That I was a prostitute, which I'm way too lazy to do that. I am. Oh God, really? Prostitute in Dubai, but broke at the same time. Like, so a broke prostitute.
Yeah,
in Dubai.
broke prostitute in Dubai.
That I broke up marriages of people that I'd never even touched. Like, one guy was someone that like one of my friends dealt with. Stuff like that. Like, they put a whole list of people I was supposedly with, and I'm like, the people I really date is way more exciting than this bullshit ass list y'all put out. Like, I'm like, really? Like, that? It's mostly shit like that.
What's the what?
Same question.
What was the question? What's the worst thing somebody said?
And
about
then
me?
I had a nose job too.
Nobody's really said anything negative about me, to be honest with you. Not on social media. Nobody's ever come out and, as much shit as I've done, nobody's ever come out there. I've had people that have said some shit to me via text, but they've never done it over social media.
So lucky.
I just had so many motherfuckers lie on me, it don't even matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers just lie on me all the time.
But they don't put it on social media. They just go around and spread rumors about you or whatnot and say things.
Or go on TV and say anything. It's a bunch of shit. Yeah.
How about you, Miriam?
Hold on, you went on TV? Was it on TV? It wasn't on TV.
No, not that time. The other time.
The
other time.
The same person?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
On TV?
Yeah.
Which TV show?
Actually, we didn't talk about the other person, but it was on the Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
It was on the Oh, you got brought up on the Breakfast Club?
Nigga.
I didn't know that he wow. We got the inside stuff. Can we just really say, we already kind of
No, just let it go.
Wow.
Remember I said I would never do that. I'm bigger than that.
I'm just saying. Well,
Same
Same
person?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I'm just saying. Okay. All right.
I thought you knew that. That was
I did not know that. Okay. Wow. Okay. So sorry about the inside information, everybody. But we're trying not to get sued.
Right.
A lot of people get upset because these inside things that we can't really talk about because we don't want to bring people's names up. And
But if you listen to the show, you can figure.
Don't play it,
I'm not gonna play it. I'm just queuing it for later.
If you're a fan of the show,
You'll know who we're talking
about.
Like, people that complain, I'm like, if you've been watching the show from the beginning, we've given more than enough clues of
Hell
who we're
yeah.
talking about.
And they all fucking detectives. I said one thing and they found out 4 weeks later who I was talking about.
Well, you brought up the Breakfast Club one other time, and they brought up exactly who I was dating one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
It's crazy.
You gave them a lot of hints. Oh yeah, well she's
Yeah, but it was like the same.
She's got a show.
It was the same week it was on. Like, it wasn't hard to find.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
Miriam, have you
what
had any
about
crazy
Miriam?
rumors about yourself?
Oh yeah, I'm a prostitute. My
How much
body's
you charge?
fake. A lot, apparently. Apparently, I don't work.
Your body's fake.
Your body's fake.
Yeah.
You brushed up on me a couple of times. It does feel fake. I'm telling you right now. I'm saying.
Oh really? Oh.
That's what I'm saying.
You stupid boy. Let me ask you. So if Carly saw you doing that, I know it's just jokes.
What I
it's
love about her
entertainment.
is she don't give a fuck because she get it. She
That's what
knows
I'm saying.
that,
Isn't it good to have a woman that's secure like that understands
And
that,
also
put
put
it
it down so she don't worry about that.
It's just entertainment, you know.
I put it down so she don't worry about that.
He just
Them
touched my
Viagra,
arm.
He just touched you. I want to say,
yeah, but them Viagra pills don't. She good. She know I ain't doing nothing. My woman know I fuck around and joke with women. She know I ain't going nowhere. You know I ain't cut from that cloth.
All right.
This
See,
dick
I'm a
is for
different
her.
person now. Yeah, we got to wrap up because I got to get out of here. But
So it's you, Ashley. It's you, Ashley. Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we get the fuck out of here. I got shit to do.
no, I actually.
I heard I did drugs too, like a lot of drugs. Like, I'm like, not like the cute ones like Molly and like ecstasy, but like hardcore ones.
Like which ones? Like Coke.
I guess, yeah.
Wow.
I was coked out. I'm like, no.
That's like
Okay, let's be
expensive
honest.
drug.
Have anybody ever tried cocaine before?
I've never tried anything
I'm
harder
afraid
than
to try
marijuana.
cocaine.
Yep.
Yeah, reefer.
Yep,
but
that's
No,
it.
I'm too scared of that. I did-
mushrooms scare me. I see
Oh, I
motherfuckers.
love mushrooms.
Mushrooms are fantastic.
Yeah, they're great.
Oh,
Mushroom
really?
You do
chocolate.
that. It's a
oh.
very spiritual experience.
What do
Yeah,
they make you do?
You'd be very affectionate and happy. Like,
Really?
my friends always say I'm not touchy feely. I don't hug them, but on mushrooms I'd be like, oh my god. Like,
Another comic, I ain't gonna say his name, but he's like, dude, it helps you write. And I was like, nah, I ain't gonna. But he worked. Well, we'll talk after air. But he was like, you should try mushrooms because he be in the writing room with them white boys.
Do I
They be
know
like,
him?
You should.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's gonna come on the show next month. He talked to us, but I'm not gonna.
I gotta say, Miriam, it's been a pleasure having you here tonight. You know, I mean, you're off limits to me because of Claudia. has
There's a mic. I have a mic band on my friend.
on your friends. Even though I
She
haven't
said,
dated,
right there,
I haven't-
mic band.
I haven't dated a lot of her friends. I really haven't. But I don't know, for some reason. And the ones that I did date, I've treated excellent.
You took up to San Francisco?
I mean, no. Went to Rodeo, not San Francisco. I'm just saying, went to Rodeo. So I don't understand why she would have a ban on me, because since I'm the good guy.
Would you want to have a guy friend that you're? Well, we don't really talk like we used to anymore because he doesn't call me anymore. But anyways, say like
My number's the same.
so was mine. So say you had a guy friend and he dated one of your friends and you hooked him up actually and it didn't work out.
Okay.
And then there was another girl that you knew that he dated. And then there's another girl that you knew he dated. Like, would you want to be that person that gets to hear it from all the girls? Even though they try to be slick now and don't tell Claudia. But, like, it's kind of like you don't want to be, you know, like, because when it's over, which it will be, unless you marry the person, which is 99.9% not going to happen.
I don't think anybody, first of all, you hooked me up on you and Melissa hooked me up on a date last year. I wanted to fucking kill myself.
Oh, tell us about it. Hold on a second. We're not done yet. Okay, what was this date about?
So, there was this guy Claudia was doing business with.
So it's really Claudia. She's bad at hooking
He was
people
from
up.
overseas.
I didn't hook him
He
up.
had an accent.
He just asked her. I didn't.
Okay.
Okay, but you and Melissa were like, you should give him a chance.
I introduced them from England.
I don't like accents. I'm gonna just be real.
Is he black from England?
He was black.
Okay.
With cornrows, like, and messy ones that were
Messy ones, cornrows. Spot of tea. Go ahead.
Anyways, he was interested in me, and they're like, "Oh, he wants to take you on a date. You guys should go, whatever." And I'm like, I don't know, like physically and like even like just in a spiritual way, like I'm not attracted to him. Like, oh, he's a nice guy. Like, give him a chance, and he's really professional. He's got his business. I said, all right, whatever, fuck it. We're gonna go to the white party afterwards. I was texting you. I have never been on a date when a person speaks about themselves in the third person.
Oh, wow.
So that was the first.
Trevor loves you.
It was horrible. And
Jimmy had a good time tonight.
Yeah. It was one of those, but with the
Jimmy?
accent. With the accent.
So it's more annoying.
Yeah, it was
Jimmy
more
would
annoying.
like some pussy.
Right. No, but it gets worse because she picked us up to go to the white party afterwards. I'm like, fuck, now I gotta get the white party. This nigga. We get to the white party. I run into one of my old friends who plays ball. And
you
I'm
were the dude
talking
that
to
fell
I'm
off?
talking to him and I'm like, yo, this nigga is driving me crazy. I'm on this worst day ever. He comes up and goes to my friend, can I get a picture with you? And I was like,
He's a man fan too.
Man, oh my God.
and posted and the next day posted the picture on Instagram. And it was
man
like, when you're a
fan.
champion, you have to roll with champions.
Oh.
And then my friend saw it. Then my friend saw it and sent it to me. He's like, ain't this your boy? And I was like,
The nigga look what the nigga with the frizzy braids posted. And you need a nigga with the braids. He look like he just woke up. And
That was a funny accent. That's
Yeah,
funny. Oh, wow. So that didn't work out.
nah, I'm not. I'm more for meeting people organically and just vibing and like.
I'm
going
not
off of
hooking.
that.
What about
Yeah, with the OC. Yeah, what do you Yeah.
I don't really look for. I don't really look.
It's
for
a vibe, it's a
It's a
energy.
vibe. Yeah, like, I don't have a type. Just don't have a small dick, please. And eat pussy. I can't do those no more. Men who don't eat pussy.
Like
They
grow
make
up.
those?
Like grow up.
Grow up. If
Grow
you're
up.
40,
Who doesn't?
eat
Who
some
doesn't
pussy.
eat? Who doesn't
Stop
eat
it.
vaginas?
That's-
No, they
Oh,
doesn't.
it happens.
There are guys that don't.
Jamaican
There
men
are
say
guys-
that. Jamaican men say they don't.
I'll tell you what.
And Trini men.
The thing is,
I don't know about
I ain't
that.
saying no names.
I don't know. My little island boy was
Okay, well, some of them don't.
yum yum yum.
Some of them don't.
DJ
but-
Khaled doesn't. He said King didn't
He
have
should.
to.
He eats.
He
I just
eats
saw
everything.
Khaled in
except-
He eats everything else. Okay.
Yeah.
Nigga, that's hilarious.
So yeah, I mean, usually this
That's
is kind of my type right there, huh?
Oh, you love eating coochie.
No, I love doing that. I love that. I mean, that's
Yeah, you have to.
that's.
Pussy.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'll be upset if you didn't let me. And to be honest with you,
I don't do that anymore.
You don't.
You don't eat pussy?
No.
Yes, he does. He eats everything. Anything Carly wants him to eat.
You kind of.
You
Yeah.
asked to?
Yeah, it's my woman.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, he loves
You
that
better eat
Oriental
that
stuff.
ass.
You better know it.
He's into that Oriental food, and I said it right
It's
because it's
Oriental.
Oriental because it's food.
Oriental,
It's
that is
Asian
so-
food. No, that's food. See, nah.
That's a very. People always come to me like, "Hey man, you got a pretty Oriental girlfriend."
And let me tell you this: when a guy does that whole "I don't do that" thing or just doesn't, and the next guy she gets with that does, like you're making it very easy for her to fall in love with that next dude. I'm just
I've
saying.
had that
If you're not
happen
eating
before.
pussy, I'm cheating on you.
I've had that happen.
That is the funniest
Wow.
shit that
Wow.
I had.
Wow.
No. I'm cheating. She just said it. I'm going to cheat on you.
Cheat, yeah.
I'm going to cheat on you. Yeah.
So will you tell him? Will you tell him that
Absolutely.
this is
If you
unacceptable?
ask- yes, because I did it already. I'm not doing it again. It was horrible.
Ask me no
Oh, wow.
questions
And
and I tell you no
ladies,
lies.
ladies too, we gotta stop faking orgasms. When niggas ain't good in bed, we gotta say something. Because how are you guys gonna learn?
You can't keep gassing them.
Because
Can't keep gassing
we
them.
keep gassing dudes.
Now she's coming out. I
We
love
keep
this.
gassing dudes, and then they get into bed and they think they doing something, and they're like, "Well, every girl I've been with and said this. Every girl done fake the fuck out of that shit."
See, them
But-
boys
but
don't know how
that's-
to
that's
use
your problem.
toys. I
But
pull
that's
out
your
my
problem,
suitcase.
though.
You ain't
That-
ready.
I mean, no, that's a woman's problem. If she fakes it, that's on her.
Absolutely, that's why I
Exactly.
said we gotta stop faking it.
So will you?
We have to.
If you are not satisfied sexually after an encounter, what do you give tips? Do you say, "Hey, I just wasn't satisfied"? Do you teach a man how to?
I didn't come. What the fuck was that?
Okay, well, if you did, but do
Wow,
you tell him what you?
Kinda
Sometimes
harsh
you just
there.
you have to give him
Hurt my heart.
because a guy may something
if
may
you
work
don't-
for Claudia that may not work for you.
You know what? I don't know
Bodies
how
are different.
to direct you into to where my clit is, but if you can't figure it
Oh,
out,
I know what it
Everybody
is.
know it. It's
Yeah,
over
yeah,
your
yeah.
shoulder.
Yeah.
Everybody, ain't nobody stupid. It's
if
right
you
by
can't
the
figure
blade
it out, listen,
on the right
my
side.
job
I
is
think.
only to tell you that you're not pleasing me. So if you can't please me, then there's really,
And let's
that's
be
for you to
honest,
figure
a
that
G
out.
So you
spot is a
don't-
myth. We know that.
There is no faking like, There's nothing like that. You
No.
just don't say anything.
Nah, in fact, I might tell you get the fuck off me.
And if a guy can't maintain an erection, like let's stop both pretending that it's hard when
Yeah,
it's not.
let's stop and like the whole like.
Well, he's already
oh.
came. That's what.
yeah,
he's
yeah.
acting like
No,
he's already
no.
came.
And if you
He's like,
come-
no, I didn't come.
That ain't being disrespectful. It's just time for you to leave. That's
No,
all.
but there's a lot of that. I hear this so much from women. There's a lot of that. We don't have to say your name right now, but have you experienced the soft penis phenomenon that's
It's
going
horrible.
on?
We just trying to smash it in there.
And I don't know if it's because we're not dating 20-something-year-olds anymore,
shit up in
but
there.
it's a growing epidemic. There's a lot of that out
That's
there.
why you pull out the
stuffing it like a
suitcase.
sock.
Miami doesn't have that problem. I felt it. But anyways,
Wow.
there's a lot of that. There's a lot of
Absolutely,
that.
no, there's a
And
lot
that's
of
why
that.
I'm serious.
Yeah, I
It's a
use
supplement.
Viagra and I open up my suitcase and you ain't ready. I got
Hey,
my,
do what you gotta do.
I got my
appreciate
Super
that.
Suck 2000 right here. I got my cock ring. I got my lube.
Hey,
But when you know you have that issue, like let's
Yeah,
address
prep
it. Like
for
talk
it.
about it and say what's wrong. Like don't just
And then don't,
try to
like-
shove it in there
I
like
hate when
laundry,
dudes-
like
yeah.
a comforter in the dryer.
She said like
laundry, like wet
She said
laundry.
that.
Don't try to put that wet sheet in the dryer. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Girl, you ain't wet enough. You just ain't wet yet. Come on. That's the excuses some guys
I mean, I'm
give.
just saying it's an epidemic.
Wow.
We've had this conversation. We
Wow.
had lunch with another friend today. We like been
Y'all
talking
sound
about this.
sad with this stuff.
I'm
man.
telling
It's
you,
been
man,
that
Mike,
bad
you
with
have
guys?
to get on the phone with them and just
Oh
be their
my
friend.
gosh,
I sat on the
hear.
phone with her and Melissa Ford as their male-female friend, and I sat there and just listened to these chicks
gotta
talk
listen.
about.
I'm gonna have to
dudes.
call Claudia a little bit.
I'm telling you,
start,
nigga,
yeah,
it will-
I'm gonna start calling you.
It
'cause
will
we-
amaze you
gosh.
the way these creatures think, man.
Wow, Claudia and I. Oh, I'll tell you about this afterwards. Got a phone call about that show we was trying to do. Two of us.
Oh, good.
All right, so it's all good.
So
Anyway.
fellas, ladies, okay, in closing, let's I know we also have to go.
Yeah.
Let's pop off some sex rules, like some don'ts. Like don't fake it. Like what Jerron, you have some things you want to say?
Yeah, make sure your pussy smells good. if you want me to eat it, make sure it smells fresh.
right,
That's all I
exactly.
gotta say.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Got it.
That's a fact.
That's very fair.
Okay. Anything else? Is that it?
No, that's it. It's the main one.
That's a good one. Steve?
It's the
Have
main
a
one
clean
right there.
pussy.
Steve?
Just say yes. Yeah,
Wow,
I'm good
to
with everything
everything?
else. Yeah.
All right.
That's-
I already said mine. I mean,
In closing, we
I don't know what else. I said what I felt.
say it again so we can have the segment.
Eat pussy. Don't have a soft dick.
Or she'll cheat on you.
Don't come in 3 minutes and roll
Oh,
over
I'm
and
out.
say you go take a nap.
I'm out.
Wait,
You all about half the damn country. This ain't your
Don't come in 3 minutes. Who you fucking a
You
mega
want a
man?
unicorn? I'm serious. You want an Adonis? 3 minutes?
So 3
you
minutes.
Want you expecting too damn much. What's
Crazy
wrong with
as
you?
hell. Ain't nobody
Like an
in this room,
island
man,
with you.
bingo.
You better go get you an 18-year-old. What's wrong? What the hell is wrong with you? 3 minutes?
3 minutes. Did that
As
include
fine
the
as you
drive
are,
over?
3 minutes?
Did that include all my lies and pulling up the sheets and undressing?
So that includes the foreplay. So we eat pussy. That counts right.
Wait,
Part of it, right?
you really telling me that I'm expecting too much to ask for
Yes,
sex at
The
last?
first time around.
Before you finish, yes.
The first
Why?
you
first
can have
nut.
3 minutes
Why?
of strokes.
The first nut. Oh,
Why?
3
My
minutes of
friend
stroke.
asked me the other day. She goes, "When you have sex with guys, do they come in like 2 seconds?" I was like, "Yeah." Well, she's like, "Well, why?"
Is that with a condom or without a condom?
With the condom. I don't do unprotected sex.
okay.
No.
Damn.
No.
Ooh.
And Mike, that was kind of weird.
I'm just saying.
I will say, when if you come in someone's life and you guys you come in someone's life,
I didn't know where you was going.
Right.
you come into someone's life
Okay.
and
C-O-M-E.
you start having sex with the person. Like, don't make it be a sporadic thing. Like, if you're gonna break my streak, I need you to keep breaking that streak a lot. Because once we start doing it, you open up Pandora's box, and I'm gonna need it a lot. I'm not one of these every 2, 3, 4 week girls.
Whoa.
I really go.
She needs her vitamin
When I get
D.
it, I go. So I take long bouts of celibacy. I have like long runs of celibacy. But then when I break that, like, we gotta keep this thing going.
So Miami needs to come visit you.
Well, so you know that nigga, he nervous now hearing that shit.
What?
I'll
Take your
see
vitamins,
I'll
nigga.
see you in Rhode Island next week, boo.
Hey.
Okay.
Take your
I
vitamins,
agree with
nigga.
Jerron. Agree with Jerron.
Thank you.
Keep it clean. Keep it maintained. That's very important. I don't want 1970s Vanessa Del Rio Bush popping out of your
Be
penis.
honest, that is kind of sexy
No,
sometimes.
when?
With like a little bit of peach fuzz?
No, I said that's peach fuzz. I'm not talking about an afro. I don't need buckwheat down there, bro. No, and that's not happening.
I like to scorch the earth too. So.
And don't try and keep the vagina hostage.
What do you mean?
What does that mean?
Yeah, when you keep the vagina hostage, when you expect something, you want something or whatever, then all of a sudden you want it, but then you're gonna keep the vagina hostage until you get what you want. You know what I'm saying? Some women do that.
So she wants a meal first. You're like, nah, bitch, starve. Give me that pussy.
We ain't going to crustaceans, nigga. That's what.
Really, Mike?
I'm just saying.
Really?
I mean, look, man.
Can we go to Mastro's, nigga?
Look, that Dungeness crab is $79 at Mastro's. I'm just not Mastro's at Crustacean. Yeah.
Damn, so they gotta fuck to get a dinner.
No, I'm just saying that like you are from that side of the menu.
We fucking with crabs now?
Yeah, crabs. Them garlic noodles are good. Them garlic
Noodles a motherfucker, ain't they?
They're
$16.
$16.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Well, can I something?
That's $16 worth of ass.
No,
If
I'm just
I
saying
feel
like
like I have to give you sex to be courted on, I'm good.
Yeah, me
That's
too.
whack.
That makes it. That's a quick way to dry
so
it up.
how is it that do I feel like I got to buy you dinner to get sex?
No, you don't have to buy me dinner to
I'm
have
just
sex.
saying that some people, do
You
that.
should court the women though.
Court, what is
According
this,
to y'all, I fall in love and I treat them like a girlfriend in the beginning. So this is what I'm saying. We've come full circle now. Court a woman.
You see
That's
how
what I'm
he
saying.
wrapped it around? That was
That's what I'm
good.
saying.
Right, he
Full
tried
circle.
it.
See, that's what I'm saying. I already do that. Anyway, say goodbye.
So
nigga.
you should have no complaints then.
I have no complaints whatsoever. None.
Right.
I'm in good hands.
So we had some conversations we have to have off air real quick and get some information.
I got to get up early in the morning.
No, you don't.
I got to
You'll be fine.
run. Yeah, I got to get up.
Anyways, thank you for joining us for another episode of the Unstable Podcast. Please tell your friends. If everyone tells a friend about this show, like it could really blow up, and then we could be more consistent and release shows early and on time. And follow us on our social media platforms, Unstable Podcast.
Support us on Patreon.
And Miriam, thanks for coming by today.
Yes,
Yeah, thanks for having me, you guys. It was
And
fun.
where
Let
they
me
find you on
touch you.
social media, put on the screen.
Touch the unicorn.
Yes, I did.
And your social media so people can book you to do their hair.
Manifesting Mary, manifesting hair. Check out my work.
She's a great hairstylist.
I actually am. I actually work. I'm not a prostitute, and my ribs aren't removed.
That is fucking hilarious.
Your ribs
Just so
aren't
you
removed.
know, no,
So
they're not.
if your
I
ribs
just have
were
a small
removed, you'll be able
waist.
to suck your own vagina. That's we were talking about that a couple of weeks ago.
It's
I might
true.
have said just-
Anyways, it's gonna go too far. Okay. Bye, niggas. Bye.